Okay, so welcome once again. What we are talking about today is mastering the act of trade journaling for forex traders. Now, most of the time, people on two things: your technical analysis, which is your strategy that you are using, and also your psychology. That is the major thing. Two major things that forex traders focus on. But I've discovered that there are quite a number of things that you need to put into your arsenal to be able to uh, um, become a successful and a profitable trader. Okay, so these are things that drag people down, and this is what we want to talk about now. One of the tools we are going to come up next week also, or anytime next month, to be able to talk about some other tools also. But this is the first tools we'll be talking about. We'll still talk about money management, risk management, and some other the three management that is important in trading. I only mentioned two now. The third one you will know when it comes to that training. Okay, so let's go fully to journaling. I will expose and I will review to you how to properly journal your trade as a professional trader. Okay, this should change the game for you. That's my expectation on this. I'm James Toby Samuel by the name. Once again, let's follow. Okay, now trade journaling is a cornerstone habit for professional traders. Now this is an habit. I'm going to divert a little bit. There's no need for you can see the article, but there's no need for you to me to really read this. One of the things that I meant my mentor doing was journaling. Though the aspect of journaling I'm going to be revealing to you is much more a little bit advanced than the way he introduced journaling to me. But one thing that the very first time I met him, I learned a very good what is it called attitude or attribute or habit of a forex trader from him, which is journaling. And that is what I expect from every one of us that has been in this community to do. If you are not journaling your trade, that means you have not learned well. Okay, I knew then that he has a Telegram channel where he drop his after and before, or before and after rather, and I also did that. Okay, immediately I saw that, I opened a Telegram channel for myself alone, and as far back as 2021, 2022, 2023 trades, you always see there. I think 2024, that was when I moved from what I was doing from the Telegram journaling to something else. Okay, so that is what I want to give you to every one of us now. So proper documenting your trade can dramatically improve your trading performance and help you develop the discipline and mindset necessary to succeed in the trading industry. Okay, when you journal your trade, when you have data, because now you will not be psychologically imbalanced, you will not be having some maybe you are not sure of this trade, because now you have seen that the way this thing has happened in time past, you have data of it. Okay, volume of data. When I look at my chart as at last year, I have seen over 3,000 charts before and after that I've already done myself. Okay, just myself alone. Okay, so someone that has been in the game for 8, 10 years, what will the person be able to do at that time? Okay, because of what journaling. Then I have raw data of over 3,000 analysis that has happened in the past. I was there when Eagle USD was selling 3 years ago. I was there last year when gold gave its highest high, and I also there last year when BTC gave its highest high. Those that is data, and with pure data you can easily make know your winning rate and some other things that is necessary. So the essence of trading journal is for you to be able to have what documentation of your what of your trade. Okay, so what is trade journaling? Okay, trade journaling involves systematical recording and analyzing your trade to track performance. The purpose of it is to track performance, and what you are doing is that you are recording it systematically. Don't remove that word systematically. There's a process towards that. There is 1, 2, 3 steps that you want to put in place to be able to achieve that which you have planned for yourself. Okay, now yeah, your trades to track performance, identify patterns. Okay, uncover areas for improvement. A professional trade journal contains detailed information about your trade, not just the chart alone. Okay, the first phrase which I was introduced to was just the chart alone, but now I now know beyond just having the chart alone. Okay, so such as entry and exit points, trade rationale, emotions during the trade. Okay, you're able to track your. I'm going to show you what I've done last year, and I'm going to show you how those things were able to work, and how I know the best analysis for me to take, the one I need to increase my risk on, and the one I need to not to increase my risk on. These are the things that we'll be discussing this evening. Okay, so what are the advantages of trade journaling? Okay, the first one is it improves self-discipline. You cannot overemphasize on this, emphasize on this. Okay, you cannot just overlook this. I need to be sincere with you on that. If you are having issues with discipline, I'm still going to give you my personal encounter with it, so you'll be able to understand it better. You have issues with discipline. This is what is going to solve that problem for you, because immediately you journal a trade, now there's an expectation. There's what you should do, there's what you should not do. You can't just have impulsive trading. All this gambling mindset and gambling trading styles will be eliminated automatically. Just imagine someone that is stacking up trade. Such person can never, I repeat myself again, can never journal that. Why do you want to journal that? How do you want to have entry of all the 1,000 opportunities entries that you have placed? No, you can't do that. Okay, all the flipping out of those things are not professional way of trading, and you will not be able to do that. But if you commit yourself to journaling, then it will eliminate quite a number of indisciplines that is in you as a trader. Okay, so by recording your trades, you create accountability. This habit, underline that word habit, okay, prevent impulsive trading, and that's what I said earlier about stacking up and all of those things. It will eliminate one of those things that I discovered that I had an issue back then, was that I do not have this. I just enter impulsively. I just no confirmation, nothing. I just get in. But sometimes when I'm journaling my trade, I begin to see things from already I'm calm. Now I have two other techniques that I've been able to generate from all these things. I've been able to generate set and forget, okay, through journaling. I've been able to generate planning your trade before you enter because of journaling, okay. But before even you just see one candlestick and say, oh, it's going, and then you follow. It also eliminates your fear of missing out on quite a number of things. Now, another thing that's an advantage of it is what? Performance tracking. You'll be able to track your performance. The first week you might not be doing well in a month, but immediately you are journaling, you look at it, okay, overall, after 2 weeks, after a month, what have you been able to do successfully in a year? Okay, now you just see that everything begins to what? Moves in line with you. Okay, a journal allows you to measure your progress objectively by reviewing metrics such as winning rate. Okay, now you'll be able to know your winning rate, average returns, and your maximum drawdown. That will be able to help you to know what you want to be risking. You get a new profile because you have a volume of data before now. Then that will help to know, okay, if you are risking this way in a consecutive losses, okay, what is the likelihood of what you can have as a drawdown in consecutive? How many consecutive losses do you have? Last year, that was when I knew that the highest losing streak that I have is 3. Okay, I was able to know that last week, and I know that, okay, if I'm risking, let me say I'm risking 1%, and my drawdown for the prop firm overall drawdown is, let me say, 5%, even though, okay, I'm losing 1%. Even with my losing streak, that means I'm losing back to back. I'm only losing 3 back to back. Then with that, I will know that yes, I cannot still lose. I cannot lose that prop firm or any other thing, or I need to reduce my losses, and all those things that need to be put in place, you're able to put it in place because you have raw data. You have been able to study, your journal will study the market for you, and also study your emotions and your own attitude towards what? Trading. Okay, so let's look at some other ones. We have advantages of trading journal. We're talking about advantages of trading journal. We have that's over time your trading journal will reveal trends and pattern, okay, in your trading behaviors. You'll be able to see trends, patterns. Is it breakout and retest that is best working for you? Is it double bottom? Is it head and shoulder that is working for you more? Is it a Fibonacci? Is it starting with a trend? Is it key levels? All those things. Is it supply and demand? Is it many things that you have learned from us? Is it trend line that is working well for you, that you have been able to train your eyes to see? Your trading now will help you to do that. Now it controls your emotion. You cannot even emphasize on this. If you have not tried this before, you might not be able to relate to what I'm saying. But if you have tried it before, you will be able to understand what this thing really means on a pure gold. Okay, generally helps you to reflect on emotional triggers. What triggers emotion? That was how I was able to say, okay, I will not risk 5%, I will not risk 2%, I will not risk 3%, I will risk 0.7% of my capital. With that, I've been able to pass 4 different prop firms with that, just having this. Okay, because I now have a data So like I used to tell people that forex trading, in the forex industry, psychology is overrated. Before I will shout, oh, it's my psychology that makes me lose that trade. No, it's not psychology. It's that you don't have the adequate skill. You are good at technical skills, but you don't have the emotional skills. Even psychology is a thing that can be taught, and that is the thing you can learn how to. Even the scripture even advise us to be able to mortify our flesh, to be able to control ourselves. How do you do that? By giving yourself journaling, by tracking your own emotion, and also giving yourself set of rules, and which your journals will help you with those set of rules. Like one of the things I posted on my status this week, that rules to the weak is a chain, but to the strong is a tools. And that's one of those things we're doing here now. We are going to use those tools to create a tools to help us having a long time winning rate. One of the things I have as my own personal trading plan, maybe one of these days we'll talk about trading plan also, because trading plan is different from trading journaling. Okay, trading plan, your journal begins with it's just an elaboration of your trading plan. Now trading plan, okay, one of the things I have on my trading plan is that in a month I just want to have 1%, and at the highest I want to have is 5%. Okay, so like this month already, I've already achieved my 5%. Even from the first week, I've already achieved my 5%. But the other account that I was not disciplined and not following a journal, I messed up big time on it. Okay, that is the essence of what journaling. Okay, now let's continue. Okay, continuous learning, and that's another thing. One of the things that we need as a forex trader is continuous learning. Okay, so I'm going to give a little pause now for my boss to be able to come on board and say something. I can see his hands up. Okay, so go ahead, sir.
You all need to understand that trading is you should have the mindset of equilibrium curve. So what Toby is just trying to pass across to every one of you guys is that when you have the mindset that trading is a equilibrium curve, for example, now it's not something that just goes straight. You're likely going to have downside and the upper side. The upper side, your priority is that you are growing. That should be your priority. So that's very, very what important. Aside from the sharp journaling, even if you don't have the resources of what's it called, online tools of online portal to have your journal, you can always write it down. Toby can attest to it. This most of the VIX 75 I call out for the past 5 years now. For the past 5 years, and I used to have 99.9 winning trade of VIX 75. I usually jot it down outside the online. I just jot it down. What makes me to call this trade? What is the whole secret behind it? What did I spot? So it is very, very what important. Have the mindset that it is an equilibrium what curve. Okay. So Toby, over to you.
Thank you so much. That was a brilliant contribution.
Welcome.
Now, okay, so continuous learning, reviewing past trades, provide valuable lessons. Okay, helping you refine your strategy and make informative decisions. I'm just going to pick it up from where Mr. Olatuji just said now. What he just said now. I remember back in those days when I first met him on currency pair, he has up to 80 pip stop loss, 70 pip stop loss. You know, and there was a day, a year just come, I think 2 years ago. He said, "No, I'm not doing that again. I want to do 50 pips." Okay, and now I think he's doing about 30 pips or so. That is continuous learning from what you have been able to get from the what, from the raw data in your trades. I believe you are following what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so let's move on. Effects of trading journal. Let's just go through this very quick. Better decision making. It will help you to make better decision. It reduces risk of over trading. Okay, it will drastically reduce it. Not only just reduce, it will drastically reduce your risk of over trading. Okay, because now you know the reason you are entering, you are taking that entry, and not just entering impulsively. Okay, then you already have planned what to do in case that move goes out. You know what to do also. Okay, that is one of those things that you need to be able to know when it comes to journaling. Okay, improved risk management. One of the best way to be able to to manage your risk is what? Risk management. It will improve it. Okay, with a journal you can track whether you are consistently following your trade risk management rules, such as putting stop loss and adjusting positions, sizing strategy. You'll be able to have that. Okay, so it increases your confidence. Now this is what I'm saying. Someone that fails in the trading industry is because the person does not have the skill, the required skill, and the only skill required in trading successfully is not just technical analysis for fundamental analysis. No, they are important, but that's not the only thing. But the skill that is you having these things will help to be able to give you a raw data, to be able to give you, this is what the skill you have, what you need to improve on. Is it risk management skills? Is it trade management skill? Is it closing the laptop or your machine when you have two losses consecutively? Is it that? Is it keeping to your rules? All those things will be able to work out. I'm going to give you a real journal that I had last year, and I'm going to give you the information I was able to get from it. Okay, enhance adaptability. Okay, by analyzing journal data, you can identify and adapt to changing, okay, market conditions more effectively. You'll be able to see, okay, this was what caused this thing to not to work for you the last time. Was it because news was released and some other things like that? Okay, so is it that, okay, maybe doing NFP time so it is not going your way? Those are the things that you'll be able to figure out here. Okay, so let's look at how to professionally maintain a trade journal. This is where we are going now. So I have 6 things here to review before going into the website. I'm going to give you the link of the website. Then maybe I'm going to send the recording version of this, and I'm going to just create a journal, a raw journal for you now. Okay, now this website will also include so many things, and most importantly, some of these things you can use to attract investors later. How to get the investors, maybe one of these days we'll talk about that under what workshop. Okay, so let's go ahead and take them one after the other. Okay, choose a medium. One of the time when Mr. Westwellis talked earlier, he made mention of something. He said note keeping and all of those things. Okay, you can decide to use any of this medium. Okay, so let me read them out for you. Decide whether you want to use a physical notebook. Okay, there was a time I had a physical notebook like that, where you have everything prepared in tables and all of that. I still have it now. Okay, spreadsheet, or you want a specialized trading journal software, which is the one I'm going to be revealing to you today. Okay, digital tools after providing advanced analysis and easier to organize all of those things. Okay, including essential data. What are the data that you need to include to this? Okay, trade details. What is the currency pair? Okay, date rather. What date? What time? Okay, what date? What time? You see, okay, you are trading UAUD most of the time during initial section and it's going your way. And when the dollar section happens, something else happen. You'll be able to track those things. Okay, now what time? Position sizing, entry and exit price. Okay, stop loss and take profit level. Do you notice that most of the trade you are having, when it hits 100 pips, it moves back? Okay, or which one is it? JPY that moves more than 200 pips in a day? All those raw data will be able to have it in your journal. Your journal will provide all those things. You don't have those data before because you do not have access to a journal, a detailed journal. Okay, so why you enter the trade and also the reasons, there will be comment and all of that. Is it technical setup? Is it news event and all of those things? Okay, emotional state, document your feelings before, during and after the trade. Okay, you see when I show my own personal journal, you will see the one I said. There was one I remember vividly that I was not patient. Okay, all of those things then help me out to be able to control my emotions and work out on quite a number of things. Okay, so take screenshot of your chart at the time of entry and exit. Of course, that's always before and after. This virtual representative will help you better analyze the technical and the market context of your trade. Okay, so let's look at the other 3 more and then we'll go straight to what we want to do. Regularly review your journal. Okay, weekly, monthly, you do that. Okay, to identify patterns, assess performance and make necessary adjustment to your strategy. Okay, now track key metrics such as winning rate, okay, risk to ratio reward. You'll be able to know that. It was last year that I knew that risking 20, 30, I think that I was not risking 20 pips, I was risking around 35 to 40 to 50 pips last year. And with that, I was able to know that most of my trade moves to 1 to 4, 1 to 3. The least I have is 1 to 3. I have a lot of 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. And that helps me. Okay, most of the time, when this is not going my way again, I know what to do, I know what not to do. Okay, when the market condition is not good, I can stay away from the chart for a whole week. It doesn't matter. As far as my whole review is within a month, So I believe you are following me. If you are still following me, let me see your answer, thumbs up, so that I'll be able to know that you are still following me and you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, so then winning rate and losing trade. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Record every trade, including mistakes and losses. Okay, don't just record your winning trade alone. Okay, I will show you. You see some of the trades I lost. Okay, you see some of the trades I knew that I need to get in again. Okay, some of the trades I knew I need to get in again. Okay, maybe I entered too early. All of those things will be there. You'll be able to have those things in it. The one I used last year was not that voluminous, but this year I've been able to twerk it a little bit and make it a little bit more better. Okay, so now let's go straight to what we have. So best practices. Let's look at best practices before we go into the trade journaling. Okay, so we have maintain objectively. Okay, evaluate your trades based on facts rather than emotion. Okay, use tags or categories. Okay, trend following, breakout and retest, all of those things. Use those things. Okay, and leverage technology. Leverage on technology. Okay, looks like my FX book, trading view. The funniest thing is that most of these things you have it there. Even trading view, you can generate your trade on trading view. You can. That's the funniest thing that people don't know. And the funniest thing about the trading view is that it will even give you a playback of it, exactly when you entered. I don't have that luxury now because I did not set up that now. So maybe I will share that with you. Edge work is very expensive. So, but the one I'm giving you now is a very tool. My FS book tool, you need to pay. Trading view for an advanced level, you need to pay. Edge work, you also need to pay. But the one I'll be giving it to you today does not need any payment. Okay, it's just the use of AI tools and all of that. Okay, so before my conclusion, let's go straight to it. Okay, so I believe you can see where I am now. We are going to review this together. This is my last year trade, and I begin this, I think, October 1st. That was when I started using this. Now you can see this. The first thing is I have my entry date. Now before I have entry and exit date together, but now I separate that. Okay, my first trade was USD JPY. You can see that is a day trade. Okay, it's a day trade. I believe that is just going to give me my profit in a day. Then I have a sell, and I have 1 to 3. Another thing with this is that if you look at all my 1 to 3, nearly all my 1 to 3 move in losses. Nearly all my 1 to 3 move in losses, but my 4 to 5 moves more in profit. Okay, now let's look at this. I'm going to open this now. This is the before chart. I'm going to show you how to be able to put in your trading view to this. It's very, very simple. This is October last year. This is not just a recent trade. This was analysis. Okay, then you will see the comment I did on that. If you have good highs, later on when I look at it, I said, oh, I've really messed up on this analysis. Okay, so let's look at what price did. Let's look at what price did on this. I'm just going to show you 1 or 2 so that you'll be able to see what I'm trying to talk about. Look at what price did here. Price went straight to what? To my take profit. Now, this was the first time in history and I gave myself a new rule. This particular journal that I have here was the first time in history I gave myself a new rule that at no time will I enter a sell on a support. At no time. Some people will understand what I'm saying better now. At no time, because this was a support. If price had break this support and give me a breakout and retest here, it should have been a better sell. Okay, if I had entered for a sell here, I would have been this now price now later give us a double top and then fall. Okay, so but I've already lost something here already. That was how I was able to know that no, this is not the best way to go about this. I believe you are learning something new today. You are learning something good. Are you with me, please? Okay, then with this, look at what I did. I said, okay, I allowed it to run to hit my stop loss of 33 pips, was selling on a minor support. Instead, that's my comment now. Instead of waiting for a proper break and retest of the 4-hour support. Can you see that? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Another loss. You can see this is where I have this fourth one is not correct, by the way. I already closed it in because of news. So let's go to the next one. October, 2nd day of October, I went in again to look for another opportunity. Let's look at that chart together. Let's see the chart together. Then I will go to the next one. I won't just go. So this is a good analysis. Let's see what the result looks like, and then we'll be able to figure out what made me to actually lose that trade. Okay, so this is the what the aftermath of that trade. Okay, you can see now the same thing that happened earlier happened here. This is actually where I supposed to wait for price to come to before my entry. A good analysis but a very bad entry. Are you learning here? Okay, this is raw data. This is raw data, and that helped me to be able to track my what? My raw information. And then what is the comment? Let's go to the comment here. The second one, we have losses. Then I allowed it to hit stop loss of 33 pips, almost the same thing. Early entry is too early. Entry is too early. Okay, so let's look at the ones that we have winning. Okay, then we have that same USDJPY. I entered again now. Can you see now that the best time I supposed to enter that USDJPY was now 8 of that same month? And then let's also look at what we have this time around. Now I now have even more winning to ratio reward. Now price is now clear to me that that price is not going to sell. That price is going to what? Is going to buy. And let's see the result of that. Let's see the result of that. Let's see the result of that. Let's see the result of that and see what price actually did. Boom. Okay, I think the price even broke on this level. I not just update it, broke this level and then gave us a very good winning rate. And let's look at what we have here. Let's look at what we have here. On that, this is it. A good trade analysis. Okay, TP2 hit, CPI kicked me out of break even. Every of the journal is what is written. Now, one of the essence of this is that it will help you, and you can always come back here after how many years to see this. Okay, but the ones that you have, and just take you to be able to have your login details, and then you log in, and then you have access to it. But anything can happen to the ones you write. Of course, you can keep book journal also. It's not bad. Okay, before we have advent of the internet, we have all those things. Okay, so I'm going to share this to all the platforms it belongs to, then you'll be able to go through it. So let's see. This is my 2023-5. I've not been keeping January 2025. I'm not serious for the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. I'm not serious, but I'll start my journal. I don't want to open it so that you not see it, and I'm not serious. Okay, so and then let's look at overview of what I was able to do from that October to December. Of course, if you work towards this very well, you'll be able to familiarize yourself with all the necessary tools here. So over that 3 months, I was able to take 42 trades, total of 42 trades. Okay, then out of the 42 trades, I was able to have 57. I won 57. It doesn't mean that my losses is 43. No, I lost only 26% of that trade. Okay, just 11 trade. I won out of 42 trade. I won 24 trade. I lost 11 trades, and then I broke even. That means they were in profit of 11%, which is 5 trades, and one was not active, a pending order that was not active. And I also wrote in that journal that this is the reason I'm not be able to make that. And with this now, you can go back to that month and say, okay, what was I able to do that month? Every investor does not need 10%, 20%, or even profit will not ask for your 550% of what you are doing. What some of them just ask for you to be able to even scale up is just what? It's just 10%, 5%, 10%. And with this, we're able to know that yes, what I was able to do from that October to December was that I do not have any drawdown of even 1% in a month. The least month I think that should be, if I'm not mistaken, September, was when I had 1%. Okay, other month I was having up to 7%, 8%, and all of that. You'll be able to have confidence, and with that, I'm telling you, all the emotions or psychology of a thing that everybody is saying got eliminated from me, and I believe you put in the works on this also. This is what we should be paying for. This course I'm giving us now should be what you should be paying for. But of course, some of us have learned under the mentorship of West Bellies before, and that is why we are having this for every one of us for free. Okay, so what again? You'll be able to see other metrics on this and all of that. So let's, are we ready to be able to set up a journal now? Are we ready? Are we ready to set up a journal now? Just give me thumbs up if you are ready to see how to go about it. Okay, so just what you have here, you will see when you log into the website and every one of that, you can just have create a new page. Okay, so then you see a sign here, add a new page. Okay, add a new page, add a new page. Don't stop journaling. Then I will have it here that 20 or you have an account and say prop firm you can say prop firm journal. Okay, prop firm. Okay, then after having that, just go through the process I'm looking at. The next thing is I will see what I want here. I want a table. I'm not setting up a table now. Sir, do you want to say something, sir?
Yeah, okay, Toby. Before you continue, so those of you that don't have a notion, do you get me now? That what Toby is showing you guys now. There are other platforms you can as well use, just like probably tomorrow, because majority of you guys understand that I'm not home now. Tomorrow, I'll also share the link with Toby. Toby will give you guys, so you can always do use those templates also. You see the stuff that Toby has been taking a lot of you guys. Toby, please let me share my screen so that you can see something. Okay, the thing Toby have been explaining to every one of you guys regarding that of what was it called? Toby.